Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Good evening.
As you can see here in the title, we're back for another retro review. This is The Amazing Race, Season 1, Episode 10, which is also Leg 10. They did it again, Brian. They did it again. We were texting about it. You kind of had said the edit is giving this away. And it is my least favorite thing about The Amazing Race. And that is the dreaded non-elimination leg. Brian, they did it again.
It's disappointing because the way this episode started, I really liked how the time was going to be a factor. But then as you watch the episode, the Guidos weren't on camera for like a solid 10, 15 minutes. And I was like, they wouldn't have edited the episode the way it was if it was supposed to be like, they wanted you to be like, who's going to lose, who's going to win. Yep. And they never gave that illusion at all. So I was like, yes, this is a non-elimination leg, 100%.
Yeah, you're right. They always do kind of edit suspense in with the last two teams, regardless if there's a big time difference. And we've seen that because we've seen them showing the final two teams doing a challenge and then the final team showing up and it's nighttime. You know what I mean? It's they've done that before. And listen, we're not bloodthirsty here, but we just like the momentum of the race. We like the final teams that are in there. I think they all are. It's a great toss up. I really genuinely have no idea. Like we've said, like we have no idea who's going to win. And it does seem like there was, like Brian said, a huge emphasis in the beginning of the thing. Team Guido is 8 hours behind the leading team. They've made it very like clear. They've talked about the place only being open, the travel company only being open until 6:30. I mean until 5, and the Guidos couldn't even leave until 6:30 at night, which basically put them behind another day. And I'm like, oh wow, like it's really cool that they're showing the ramifications of the leg before having an impact, because we've always complained about the bottleneck. And that did kind of affect Kevin and Drew a little bit. They actually had to wait because the business was closed when they got there. And that's where I thought maybe they were setting up that the two of them, the Guidos and Kevin and Drew, were going to have to kind of be in this race. But as we saw, the next morning starts, it opens up and they go, and the Guidos don't show up for a while. I mean, they're two legs behind that final task.
Right.
And listen, at the end of the day, like, I mean, the Guidos could have, I mean, they deserved to be eliminated. This was they made a really bad mistake last leg. They got a get out of jail free card because of, the mistake made by who was it? Amber. Yep.
Because they just didn't do that. They didn't do it.
Yeah. So overall, it seems like next leg 11, which we're going to watch tomorrow, it's going to get that. They said it in the trailer. It's going to be Kevin and Drew versus the Guidos for that final elimination spot. That's fine. I kind of wish they had it really kind of dead said that that means the lawyers and Frank and Margarita are safe. I mean, I kind of would like the more suspense in that respect, but it is going to be interesting to see if they are literally in that racing scenario to the end. I'd love, and here's something I would like to ask somebody in the comments who watches this. Is there ever a leg where it does come down to a literal foot race? I want to see a foot race so desperately to get to an elimination so bad.
Oh, you're saying like they're like right next to each other running?
Yeah, like running to the yellow square.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it looked like in the preview that they're like in the like those bike cabs, and they're like faster, faster. So we'll see, like
Roman chariots.
Yeah, right. We'll see how like it's like those things at Dewey, Bill. I don't know how you got Dewey where it's like the little like
rickshaws.
Yeah, but no, I mean it looks good. I'm excited. I definitely like when it's a lot closer. Like these huge delays, it's just unfortunate.
Yeah,
just doesn't make it. Like they have no shot. Like the business closes at 6. Like, well, they're done.
Yep, I agree. So we do know, I did take a look on Hulu. There is episode 11, and then 12 and 13 are the finales, part 1 and 2. So you will get an episode review for episode 11, and then you will just get one for the finale. We'll just combine that into the finale. And then we are looking to do a Where Are They Now special, where we're going to go through all of the cast members of The Amazing Race Season 1 and see what they did post-race and where they are currently, and hoping maybe even to speak to a few people from the season and maybe even have them on, which would be awesome, and get a little bit of insight and see what they know about the people we want to know. yeah, some of the stuff about like some of the drama. We talked about the airport
Right.
stuff, and I want to know about some of the mishaps, like how frustrating some of these cab mishaps were, or boat
Oh,
mishaps
dude.
were, and that was prevalent in this episode
Oh,
again. And I'm
it makes
sure
me
we're gonna.
sick.
Oh my god,
Dude,
I
Robin
can't.
Brett, like they've gotten screwed like
The
multiple
lawyers
episodes.
can't get a good cab, like that's a running joke. I mean, there's a lot going on there, so a lot of things that we would love to ask and kind of learn and kind of for us inform us going forward, because we plan on doing seasons 2, 3, 4, 5 over the next couple of years, obviously, as we have time. I mean, we may even be able to start season 2 depending on our timing with all the stuff in July. So
Mhm.
um overall, a great leg, I thought, as far as the challenges and the locations, really cool. I just, like you said, it's kind of a momentum killer, but it does look like the final 3 episodes here for us are going to give us a winner. So I'm really looking forward to finding out who won the show 21 years ago. So people can
Definition of
stop.
retro review. Yeah.
That people can stop trying to. People have been really good. Amazing Race people, thank you. Nobody ever spoils anything for us. You're all great. Um, but until next time, for myself and Brian, thank you. Peace.
See ya.